gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. David, as a Georgia legend, when I say Florida, what comes to mind?
Ugh. I mean, that's the easiest question you've asked me yet. I mean, there's nothing that I ever liked or enjoyed about the Florida Gators, just playing in that rivalry. You know, it's not a neutral site, by the way. It's in Jacksonville, Florida. Like,
here's a little room there. At the 30, at the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Gators!
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different, and now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
The Bulldogs offense is on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. Running inside, it's Phillips. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Stockton. Grabbed in the middle, it's Phillips. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. These two first met back in 1915, and for much of their histories, they've been sleeping giants. But man, when they wake up, do they wake up?
Well, two programs obviously with a lot of history and a lot of great players in the past, but I feel like because of the recent success of both Georgia and Florida in the last couple of decades, this is a game every year that everybody, not just in the SEC, but I think around the country, have circled because of what this game means.
Well, and it's so cool when you're a fan and you've played in this game like me and Jesse both have. You can go back to a singular moment like Run, Lindsey, Run in 1980, which was a 3rd and long on their own 7 that they converted Georgia to go on to win a national title. Big games decided by big moments that live forever.
This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Phillips. Could be an alley. And he scores! Touchdown, Dogs! An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
From inside the 15, here's the return. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Turning it on! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Mr. Two-Bits would be proud the Gators standing up and hollering for a first down.
How does that cheer go?
Well, first you have to have the yellow shirt and the striped tie and go 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1, all for the Gators. Stand up and holler. Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. Jones wants to throw it. Incomplete, and they got a hand on that right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Wants to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the...
Running free. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. The Gators are threatening on first and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to run, it's ball. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida.
And he's in for a second touchdown, man. He knows what to do when he gets down there. He knows how to get in the end zone, and I love when you can run the football as you get closer to that goal line. Be the more physical team, and they're doing just that.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. Release to the back. Caught, close to the marker, it's Phillips. It's a running room, and he takes it all the way down to the 26-yard line.
When quarterbacks learn to take checkdowns, man, they become way more efficient. They become way better. They get way more possessions, and he does a really good job. It's not his primary guy, but he looks down the field. He doesn't force the football, but checks it down to his running back and still makes a big play because it was the right decision.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there. And as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Looking for a man, it's Stockton. Stepping to the right. Unleashes one. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back. Past the 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Florida! The defense takes matters into its own hands. That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside it, can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game when you go back and you look, you're like, man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off of it.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The run inside. It's Phillips. At the 35, he's loose. Oh, he's got some space. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldog. His big game continues. 3 touchdowns in this
This guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Jones to throw. Moving out to the right. Throwing on the run. Underneath toasted coverage. Got it deep downfield. All the way across the 50 into plus territory and finally stopped at the 43.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive. Maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later, go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on first down, first play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. That's exactly what happened. Nice job.
And we take a look at how these quarterbacks are doing so far. First play of the period, first down here. Here's a give the ball. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Gators in a good spot here with second and short. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Jones wants to throw it. Complete out left to Wilson. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Handoff for Ball. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
No gain on the play. They tried to run for it, and that defense was ready. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. Splits the uprights. Good. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not?
Snags it, and there's running room. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
And that's why this guy is so dangerous. He's an explosive play just waiting to happen, and it doesn't have to come just he's handing the football off. That was a simple check down throw, but he got it to him in space, and all of a sudden he does the rest, right? He's able to see the field. He's making people miss. He's got tremendous contact balance and speed. They get an explosive play in the passing game on a simple check down throw to the running back.
Running inside, it's Phillips. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Maybe some room here. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And the extra point is good, and they have a 28-24 lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Wilson. He'll be guided out of bounds at the 17, and a productive play there.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Now facing a 3rd and long. Jones to throw. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Gators decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. That's the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Using his legs, it's Phillips. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a 1st down on the ground.
And you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
To the air on 1st down. Right down the middle. Complete downfield. Touchdown, Georgia! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Got a man. It's Singleton. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Jones wants to throw it. Rushes on him. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. With that penalty, the offense is backed up on second down. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Gators will send out the punt unit.
And that's the play the defense finally needed, man. They were getting gashed early. First 2 drives, they gave up 2 touchdowns. They knew they had to be able to get off the field. Great job creating the incomplete.
The ball pops out on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground.
As a former quarterback, I definitely never had the guts to ever want to be a return man. And that right there is the reason why, guys. I don't need anybody having a 50-yard run at me trying to take my head off. So, listen, I mean, I feel for that return guy. He's lucky, though, that his group of guys was able to jump back on the ball.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue in to him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
Looking to fire. Showing the arm strength to the left. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Jones to throw. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. This pressure from the defensive front is overwhelming, much like when 3-time All-American David Pollock played on the Georgia defensive front. Whatever happened to that guy?
A washed-up old guy. I've heard bad things about that guy. But no, when you look at these defenses Georgia's had, these dominant defenses, man, it's just big, physical guys up front. You think about the Jordan Davises and the Trayvon Walkers of the recent past, just guys that dominate a football game. You have to know where they're at on every snap.
And the Gators will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin them deep. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He gets a block. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Phillips.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Bulldogs! He got a step and just dusted the field.
And man,
And the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
He'll bring it out. It's Mays. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Jones wants to throw it. Dumps it to the back. Snagged in the middle. It's ball. Inside the 25. Stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout. It's second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. Wants to throw it again. Good timing on the quick out. Touchdown, Gators! And they take it in for 6 more points.
A textbook how you end a first half. You're trailing, you need to put a drive together. Great job using all of the clock, getting the TD, and you want to talk about creating some momentum going into the half and knowing I get the football, so everything trending in the right direction.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Running to the left. Stopped in the backfield as this defense doesn't want to let anything slip through here late in the half. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Takes the handoff and he's going right. Nowhere to run. Stop behind the line. It'll be 4th down, and that's probably going to do it for the half anyway. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that bull Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. We start with a look at the Pitt Panthers taking on the Maryland Terrapins. And it's Pitt engaging in some real trench warfare today. Inches are hard to come by, let alone first downs. A tight tactical game where just about anything could happen. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Gators headed quickly to the line.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver,
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Jones to throw. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's got it down the middle. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Gators are moving quickly down the field.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket, and he comes away with the sack.
Back to pass on second down. Fires to the middle. Finds the big tight end. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Lived to fight another down.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Jones wants to throw it. They're working that left side. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Moving out of the pocket. Makes the grab. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And that's why this QB's speed is such an asset. He can use it to his advantage, buy himself time to make a nice throw down the field.
Here's a give the ball. Touchdown, Gators! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. Fires to the big fella. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Offense changing the play. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Might be looking to run. Lets it fly. Wide open downfield. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. The run inside. It's Phillips. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the bill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play, like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards and good things are happening.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. From the red zone, it's Phillips. Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs! He scores for the 5th time in this game. There is little the Dogs enjoy more than sticking it to the Gators, and boy, are they doing it right now.
Yeah, taking care of business. And listen, Georgia prides itself on being a physical unit. Every year, they're going to just pound you and bludgeon you. And Florida has had no response, just like in the last several games in this series. Georgia's just, they got the upper hand.
Georgia's always had talented teams. Certainly, they were very talented back in the day when I played them. The program was in a great place. But because of recent success, they're just at a different level. What they're recruiting, what the expectations are, and they're really showing that here in the second half.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Jones to throw. Here comes the heat. Being chased. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The Gators come to the line in the hurry-up. You know why he's piling up all these yards, David? Because the receivers won't let the ball hit the ground.
You remember that Jameis?
Gonna take a shot. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got the quick pass. No chance to run, but still a good gain. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Buys a little time. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, it's a great place to be for.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Under fire. Converts on 4th down. Still going. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
They're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive.
Grabs it inside the 15. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. The Gators go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Handoff for ball. Powers through the defender. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play, their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do we do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, you're running back. He gets out there faster. Got a positive game. Still a couple plays here left, too.
They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive. Like
Touchdown, Gators! And they take it in for 6 more points.
In a 4th and goal situation, bring in the beef. The goal line package, all the heavy guys, the tight ends, and just pound the rock when you need it. Running back falling forward, getting a touchdown. Offense just went big on your booty.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Jones wants to throw it. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. The 50. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. He took that baby all the way to the house. A pick 2, as it were. And after the pick, there is an injured player who's still on the field. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So 1st down will open up the final period. Looking for a crease, it's Phillips. There he goes. The 50. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Bulldog. Once he got some room, it was over. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry, get some emotion, get some momentum on your side.
Here he comes with the return. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Jones to throw. Out of the backfield, he's open. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. And the Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field. Breaks.
Snags it, and he's open. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out.
Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10.
And now he's in the 400 club, 400. That's a pretty good day at the office when you're putting up over 400 yards. This defense hadn't had a lot of answers.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. Run in the red zone. It's Pryor. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He's got it on the move. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. in the gun, looking to throw on third down. Touchdown, Florida! A great catch and run for 6.
My man, get him the ball. He will do the rest. Catches the football, walks into the end zone. Feed that man the rock.
Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming. Jones wants to throw it. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Crosses the goal line for the two-point conversion, and it's an 11-point game. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. So that last touchdown made it a two-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Under fire. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Well, the ball's barely touched the ground every time this guy's been dropping back so far in this game. That's one of the rare misses we've seen from him so far.
They're dealing with a second and long. Got a man, it's Wiley.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Let's see what call they have on third and long from the 28. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. He wants to throw it. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Finally, the defense gets to the quarterback. I say finally because last week they had 6 sacks. They were harassing the QB so far today. Just their first sack. They got to continue to get more pressure on the quarterback.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. Kick is in the air. Catches it at the 30. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Jones to throw. Caught on the left side by Wilson. Oh, what a move to get open. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Makes the grab. It's Singleton. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Gators want to move quickly. From the red zone, looking for a man. Quick completion on the out. Now the connection takes it to the 11. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Running inside. It's Pryor. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again, and how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
Another incompletion on third down.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Makes the grab on the left. Turning it on. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Jones wants to throw it. Quickly complete.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your second and third read some, but we've got to stay aggressive.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Probably need to pick up a few yards. From here, it would be a 62-yard attempt. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Finds his target down the middle. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock.
This just looks like a different quarterback at this point of the game. We've seen a little bit of up and down play.
Makes the grab along the left sideline for the huge gain. And after the pickup gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. timeouts left for the rest of this game. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Gator! And they've moved out front here in the 4th. He scores for the 5th time in this game.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Fakes to grab. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
They get a huge play offensively, and now in this 2-minute situation, you got to think about clock management, right? When are we spiking the ball? We got to be throwing to the sidelines, get guys out of bounds, save some clock. We're trailing, but we've got a chance to win. You just got to be smart with the clock management.
Georgia comes quickly to the line. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout in 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Trying to make magic with his feet. He's knocked down short game. Maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. Back to throw, and he's got to do it here late. Escapes the pressure to his right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run. But that time they had them all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
Working that left side now. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one. And all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! They move on top here in the 4th. The Bulldogs answer right back with a score of their own.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
And he puts it down the middle, and the lead is 3 here in the final period. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Looking for space, it's Pryor. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Another chapter of this rivalry in the books, and this one goes to the Dogs, who hunkered down and took out the Gators. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.